Georgia Tech and Virginia in an ACC Coastal Division game coming up on Saturday at 3:30. And Zach Laskey comes off his first 100-yard game as a Jacket playing at B-back, and you've had a circuitous route to B-back.
Yes, sir.
I guess in the recruiting process, Coach Johnson said earlier this week that's what you were intended to be, but yet last year you were on the defensive side, and now you're back at B-back. How's all this going?
So far it's been a great transition. Last year I came in as B-back. Due to depth reasons, I got switched over to defense because I was playing special teams.
Sure.
They weren't going to redshirt me. And when Fred Holton got injured, they said I had an opportunity to be second string at safety if I wanted to do that, or I could not get the ball at all on offense. So I decided to try to go over on defense and see how that was. And that worked out. And then after the season ended, since that wasn't my natural position, I went up and talked to Coach Johnson, and he told me I was going to switch back to B-back, and I was pretty happy about that because that's pretty much what I've been doing my whole life. And then from there, it just kind of took off.
Take me through when you got to go through this process as a freshman, and you just said, I was given the opportunity to be a backup in the secondary or redshirt and not get the ball at all on offense. What kind of things trigger a decision to say, okay, even though I was recruited as one position, I've got a chance to be on the field as the other? How's that process work out for the player? We hear sometimes how it works out for the team or for the coach, but what process happens for you?
Well, my whole reasoning was they had told me I was going to be returning punts and doing special teams, and
Sure.
I didn't want to just waste a full year on doing special teams if I could potentially get on the field at a real position. So my logic was, if I can get out there and help the team on defense, I'm going to get out there and help the team and play defense.
What'd you learn on the defensive side?
I mean, I can get in the safeties' heads now. I understand that, like, the defenses. I can read the defenses a lot easier now. It's kind of weird actually. Now every time we look through film, I'm looking at the defenses, and I can still remember all the defensive play calls and everything from last year, so that helps me out a little bit.
Does it? I was getting ready to say the transition now back to the B-back spot, kind of where you wanted to be all along.
Right. And
now when you see somebody line up and you know the play you've got called, can you kind of readily tell what they're in and how they might play?
Oh yeah, yes sir, and that's definitely helped me out throughout this process. I know what type of defense they're in. I know which way they're probably going to be slanting if they're bringing a blitz off one side. So that all helps me read out my responsibilities.
Zach, there's an incredible amount of depth at B-back, really for the first time since Coach Johnson's been here. I mean, there have been a year or two where there were one or two guys, but when healthy, there are four legitimate guys, maybe even more, that could potentially play that position. What's made the competition? I mean, that's obviously enhanced the competition, but what about that process and you guys collectively, what do you bring to the table? Because it looks like it's a little different with everybody.
I mean, yes sir, we all bring different things to the table. I mean, pretty much, all of us can produce.
Sure.
And the thing about it is just making plays. And, like, everybody has those days when they're having great days and they're having bad days. But what it really comes down to is just making plays. And so coaches, we all trust Coach, and Coach trusts us. And he's just going to put whoever's out there who he feels is making plays, and it's going to help the team win.
Did you realize last Saturday night you were going to score? Did you realize that it was going to be a 56-yard run and be a big play? When did you realize, hey, this has got a chance? When the play was called?
Well, I knew after we ran 13 one time, and then I knew after we made the play call, I was like, well, this should be open. I was like, hopefully I'll be able to spring one or something. So that was definitely exciting, a moment I'll never forget. So
it's a big night for Stars Mill.
Yes, sir.
You had a touchdown. Jeff Green caught his first career touchdown. I mean,
yes, sir.
You guys were showing out pretty good, weren't you?
Yes, sir. I was excited for my teammate Jeff. I got a good laugh out of his celebration when he got knocked down, but it was a good night for us.
Now when we go back into ACC play Saturday with Virginia, obviously you were there a year ago. You know how disappointing that loss was.
Yes, sir.
What's the mindset after two ball games with a league game, and the importance of it obviously being a division game?
Really, we're just going out this week. We got to have a great week of practice and stay focused, and we can't have any setbacks. We need to go out and show everybody that we're back.
That's Zach Laskey. Georgia Tech, Virginia, kickoff at 3:30. Full coverage all week long on RamblinWreck.com.